5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey, welcome back to Born in the Sin Podcast, one of the greatest real life podcasts out there right now. Thank you guys for tuning in, coming back, checking me out. Right before we jump right into it, don't forget to check out my social media, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. We're getting better every day. Don't forget to go and support, show some love to the page. And yeah, let's get right into it. Hey you guys, how's everyone doing out there? Welcome back to Born in the Sin Podcast, one of the greatest real life podcasts out there right now. I truly believe that. We're getting better by the day. Thank you guys for coming back in and tuning in. I appreciate you guys so much. I hope that each and every single one of you guys have had a very great day. You know, we're just ending off the week here. I hope you guys had a great week. If you guys are starting the day, ending the day, I hope it's going amazing. Don't forget that we're in control of everything that comes into our life, that comes out of it. And yeah, don't forget that, you know, our emotions, everything that happens, we have the control over how we're going to react and respond to certain things in life. And, you know, that's just a little reminder from me to you. But let's jump right into it. This episode today, I'm going to talk about a certain topic that kind of resonates a lot with me, especially, you know, right now within my life, you know, going through certain things and just realizing like, man, like you have no control over anybody else's emotions besides your own. And I'm going to break it down a little bit. You can't, let's just say somebody's upset with you, right? And they're very angry and just upset and just, you know, bringing down the world and this and that. And it's like, you have no clue about what's going on, but this person for some reason is so aggravated with you and so upset with you, and you still don't have, like, you don't even know you're in your own lane, you're doing your own things, but all these people from all walks of life somehow have an issue with you. In the beginning, I would normally, when I would go through these issues, I would normally, you know, try to fix it, right? Because I was a people pleaser. I wanted to see everybody happy. I wanted to see everybody, you know, I wanted to be at, you know, good terms with everybody and all of the above, right? But in this new chapter of my life, it's not my problem. Whatever that person or wherever those angers or whatever that issue is wherever that thing is stemming from, that's all you. That has nothing to do with me at all. If you're upset with life, if you're upset or at somebody, whatever, that's all on you. In life, you have literally no control over anybody else's emotions, life, anything besides your own. So if the person across the room from you is upset, let them be upset. Let them tear down their own life while you keep on moving forward on yours. Let them be angry. Let them be envious. Let them be whatever they want to be, and let you just keep on moving towards. And this goes to many people, because this could relate to many people, right? There's people that are jealous of other people. There's people that, you know, just hate people for no reason. You have absolutely no control over that at all. You only have control over your life and your emotions and how you respond to things and how you just respond to life, right? You know, we all have to be very mindful that each and every single individual out here in this world is responsible for their own life. And let me break that down. Yeah, some of us might have not had the greatest life, right? Whatever the cause is, that's just part of it. That makes you who you are today. It builds your character, right? You should be proud of where you came from the past, from 18 years, whatever, right? But after that, you're responsible of creating the life that you want. You're responsible for your own life. Nobody else is responsible for your emotions, for your nothing. You're responsible of creating the life that you want. In my current situation, I'm not in the place I want to be in, right? I'm not where I want to be. I'm not truly content where I'm at in my current moment. Am I gonna blame people? No. Am I gonna get upset with people? Absolutely not, because I know where I'm moving to, and I'm content with that. I know that I'm moving towards the place that I want to be and where I'm going, and I'm completely fine with that. I might not have all the money in my bank account, might, be financially in debt at the moment, whatever it calls. It's part of life and it's part of growth. The growth is realizing you don't want to be like that, you don't want to live like that, and you have to change it. And that's where I'm at now, and I'm taking these steps, and I'm so grateful and thankful that you guys are coming along this journey with me, because it's gonna be powerful and it's gonna be amazing. And I just hope along the way I could help and inspire others to do the same thing, because we have the power, we have the control, and we could achieve greatness. And greatness could mean many different things to many of us, right? It doesn't have to necessarily be money. It doesn't have to be materialistic things. It doesn't have to be none of that. It could be what we believe it to be. So going back to us being responsible for our own life. We're responsible. Nobody else is responsible for our own lives. We're responsible for creating the life that we want to create. Bottom line. I mentioned in the past, about parents and all this stuff. I am so grateful for my parents. With my father, whatever it is, I might not speak to him on a daily basis, but I am so grateful and blessed to have my father and the lessons he taught me in my life. I'm blessed and grateful to have my mother. The biggest blessings of my life are my parents. Biggest blessing. Because they, whether it was good or bad, it was who made me today. And I'm so, what's the word I want to use? I'm just so grateful for who I'm becoming. The strength, the courage that I'm building up within myself. I'm just grateful to have them and to have, the life that we went through, because I wouldn't change it for the world. I would not change it for the world. Would I go back and do things differently? Of course. But would I change it? Absolutely not. Each and every single one of us, we got to realize that we want always something different. When I was little, I always wanted just something different. I didn't like where I was at. I don't know. I just didn't want to be there, right? But now looking back at it, I'm so grateful. And we have to just sit back, regardless of where we're at in life or what we have. We got to be very, very grateful for it. If it's a loaf of bread that we have to eat, we have to be grateful for it. If it's a bag of chips that we eat, whatever it is, we just have to be grateful for what we have and expect that we're going to receive more. Down the line, we'll get into, the whole being grateful and the abundance that comes behind it. But when you're not grateful for it, it takes away what you don't already have. We have to change that mindset, because when we're not thankful for the glass of water that we have or whatever it is, more is taken from us. So we have to keep that in mind also. But back to what I was saying, I'm just so grateful to have the life that I have, and I know where I'm going, and I know that I am responsible for my own life. Nobody else is. I have, and I would continue saying, I'm so grateful for everybody who has helped me along the way, emotionally, whatever it is that people in my life have come into my life to, share what they have. I'm truly grateful. And that's why one of my key things also is to give back. Giving back. Ever since I was little, I always felt the need of helping others. And it felt good. It felt good even when you didn't have anything. I knew by helping others, I was gonna receive more in return. And you have more to give, and that feels good. That's a good feeling. But one of the quotes I made, I remember when I came up with this quote, I was, just started taking some college classes. And my mind was just running. I was motivated. I was happy. I was in one of my English classes, and, I was learning to be a little more creative with my writing. Shout out to my English teacher. she really motivated me and helped me and showed me that it is possible. That was another positive role model that I have had in my life is, even though it was a short time, but she made a huge impact because I truly believe and felt that she believed in me, that she understood my trauma, that she understood where I came from. Yeah, we came from different backgrounds of life, but we still shared the same, I don't want to necessarily say the trauma, but we shared same or identical stories, and that's how we related. And I think when people do that, it's because people have believed in them, so they believe in other people, and it feels good. She motivated me. It's something that I wrote. It was 2 professors at that time, and at that time I remember, because I was just becoming so creative and just writing certain things, and I remember I wrote on my binder that these 2 professors opened up a door for me that would never close. Meaning that they opened up a door of opportunities for me. They opened up a door of creativity. They opened up a door that I could achieve much more with what I have. And it felt amazing. It felt good. I was truly grateful and blessed for them, because whether they know it or not, they did change my life a lot. They made me believe in myself more. They made me feel like other people believed in me, that I wasn't alone, and that feeling alone is the best feeling in the world, and I would never take that back. But going back to the quote that I wrote while I was in this professor's class was, once I accept responsibility for creating my own life, I must choose the life that I want to create. It's all possible. And that's the mindset that I was having at that time. Is just, we have to take responsibility. We have to take responsibility for our lives. We have to start creating the life that we want, and we got to move forward. You can't sit and dwell on people's emotions that you have no control over. It cracks me up, because a couple of days ago, I was going through a little issue where, certain people were just like so upset, right? And, I was talking to other people, and they're saying like, oh, you can't let these people get you down, and they're not. And I was getting upset because they kept on believing that I was letting other people's emotions get me down. I said, that's impossible. That has nothing to do with me, and I personally don't care. That's the mindset that we need. If somebody's upset with you, if somebody's mad at you for whatever reason that you don't even know about it, let it go. That has absolutely nothing to do with you. You are not in control of nobody else's emotions, nobody else's angers, nobody else's personal trauma that they're going through. You have no control over that. You just have control of you. And that's it. That's it. And another thing to add on to this is learning to let the past go. I'm not sure if you guys have realized this, but when you're in conversations with people, and this happens a lot within close people around my circle. Excuse me, I had to take a sip of my coffee. If you realize when you're in conversation with people, and you're getting into either a debate or whatever it is, right? And you notice how people start bringing up things from the past, things that happened last week, things that happened yesterday, things that happened last month, things that happened 3 years ago. As soon as you hear people bringing up the past, it's time to cut that conversation and let it go. And I'm gonna tell you why. One thing that I have learned recently in my life is when somebody brings up the past, I stop the conversation right there. Because one, I'm moving forward, right? And when you bring up the past, you're automatically going back to that time, and you're not healing, right? Especially when you deal with certain people, they're not going back to the past to heal. They're going back to dig the hole deeper. So when you hear somebody start bringing up the past and this and that, let it go. Don't even get involved in that conversation, because there's going to be no growth. I understand. Sometimes we do have to go in the past to heal, right? But that's completely different. You know the difference. So when you hear people going back to the past and, oh, you did this, let it go. That has nothing. Let it go. Don't focus on the past no more. Let the past go unless you're going back to truly heal. Truly heal as a human. Understand, unwind all the trauma that you're going back to heal. If you're looking for spiritual growth and you have to go back in the past, okay, that's different, you know? But when you're going back to argue and dig a hole deeper, there's no sense to that. Let the past go. Let life be life and let it go. Some people in life, if you realize it and you start analyzing certain behaviors of certain humans, you start realizing that a lot of people are attached to the past, right? They're attached to that. And for many reasons, it could be for control. It could be because they just can't let the past go, because those moments bring them, without even knowing, bring life to their life, right? It brings some type of emotion, it's what they have at that moment. So they could only latch onto this type of behavior. But my advice is to let the past go. Let it go. Let it go. Don't bring it up. Don't conversate unless you're trying to heal personally. Let it go. And do not get involved in those type of conversations. Anybody who is not talking about the future, moving forward and growth, let it go. It's not worth it. So just a little quick recap. You know, you have no control over anybody else's life or emotions. Their anger, whatever it is, you have no control. When somebody wants to heal, or if they have an issue with you, let them come to you. Stop going to people to fix problems. If it's a real problem, whatever it is, let them come to you. They could reach out. They could do whatever it is. Stop chasing people and let them be. You have no control over their life. You have no control over their anger. You have no control over absolutely nothing besides your own life. And keep that in mind. You're responsible for your own life, and that's it. Of course, if you have kids, you're responsible for them too, but you know what I mean. You're responsible for your own life, and that's it. Nobody else is. You know, so if you wake up in the morning, you start focusing on other people's lives or all this other stuff, you're already losing. You wake up and you focus on your life, on your goals, on your motivation, on your vision, your dreams, your goals, right? That's your focus. You're responsible to put food in your mouth, pay your bills, and that's it. Nobody else is going to do it for you. And don't forget that. You know, and lastly, just remember to just let the past go. You know, we can't continue to live in the past. That's one thing that holds us back as humans from growth. We want to keep on reliving certain moments. We want to keep on holding certain anger, and we want to keep on just reliving those things. And it's like, let it go. You know, sometimes in life when people keep on bringing up the past, it's just a reminder that they want to be heard, right? And I'm going through something where we're realizing when you're talking to people, when it's not even a conversation no more, it's more of this person needs to be heard. You know, and you could tell when somebody needs to be heard because they don't stop talking. Right? And it's not a bad thing. You take that as a human, as this is my opportunity to allow this person to be heard. This is my opportunity for me to silence and allow this person to speak so they could be heard. Because if you pay attention to a conversation within two people, you notice who's speaking the most and who has the most to say and who can't stop talking. And those are all signs from behaviors of when you don't get a chance to speak as often, or when you don't feel heard. When you do get that opportunity, you just keep on going and keep on going and keep on going, because you have that opportunity, that door open, and you're just going and going and going. And when you see that in somebody, when they just keep on talking and talking, just silence and let them go. Let them keep on talking. Let them keep on talking, because they need to release that to heal also. And that's what we're learning. When you're in conversations and you can't get a word in or whatever it is, it's because they want to be heard. There's something that they're dealing with that they're not being heard. So keep that in mind when you're conversating with people. Don't get upset. Don't, get mad or whatever. Just analyze and say, okay, this person needs to be heard. I'm going to silence and I'm going to hold back of what I need to say, because I want them to speak up. I could do that. It won't affect me or my life. And that's just something to keep in mind also, because, in life, we're just trying to grow to become better humans and help out others, right? We don't want nobody. I personally don't want nobody to feel certain ways that I felt growing up or as a kid or whatever it was. And, unfortunately, make very wrong decisions that could affect the rest of their lives. A life that is beautiful, but to let it go to waste, it would be horrible. And that's where I want to, just help out others and figure out ways to, become better humans, and understand my life better to help out other people in their lives. You guys, I'm going to cut it there, and I want to take the time to thank each and every single one of you guys. The podcast is growing. I appreciate you guys so much. There's so many platforms that I want to give a shout out to. I'm trying to organize that, but thank you guys all so much for listening. Don't forget to share the podcast. Send it to your friends, send it to your parents, send it to whoever you can. Let it be known, and also let me know what I could change. Like I said, I launched the podcast about a little over a week ago, and I'm learning. This is a learning process, but I'm enjoying each and every single step of it. And I'm only gonna get better, right? For you guys, for myself, and for the listeners. Down the line, like I said, I wanna do a podcast where I start interviewing hosts or guests. And and I want other people's voices to be heard. I want to find people who, at the time, they're grinding, right? They're grinding, they're going through it, and they just want to be heard. They want to be able to connect with other people who are going through what they're going through, and also for the listeners, for us to find a way to help them, right? Because we could all, like they used to say in Spanish, poner tu granito de arena, or poner el granito, whatever it was, and make it more. And that's what we're gonna do, and that's what I want to do. So I'm working on it. This is a constant. This is my full-time job that I love and I enjoy and I'm embracing. But I'm only gonna get better within this podcast. But I want to thank each and every single one of you guys for tuning in, listening, sharing, liking. My social media accounts are gonna get better. I understand that I'm doing what I can. I'm doing everything on my own, and it's a learning process. But I promise you guys, hold tight, and it's gonna get better. I hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to check out my social media page. Like, follow, comment, share. Don't forget to stop by the support page also if you can. That would truly mean the world to me to keep this podcast going. And yeah, I hope that each and every single one of you guys have an amazing day today, or had an amazing day today. And let's not stop. Let's keep this grind going. Let's keep on trying to be better humans, better individuals. Thank each and every single one of you guys. Love you guys so much. See you guys next time. Born in Sin Podcast. Thank you.